Every morning, we rise, ready to meet our human potential, to take that next incremental step, to do the hard work that changes. Set in our preparedness and confidence in that moment when you know, I've got this. And then we rise. Each of us, all of us. We rise as passions coalesce in research, art, athletics, and beyond. We rise to the challenge of inquiry and discovery through undergraduate research and hands-on learning. We rise through the personal attention of a small college, fueled by large university resources. We rise to the need for listening across differences, teaching the art and the act of conversation. We rise to the sounds of a vibrant, diverse, and culturally rich city, and we reflect it. At Trinity University, we recognize that you are here because you are ready to rise. And through a love of learning and a life of learning, we will challenge you to always reach beyond the horizon. Because your future awaits.
Good evening, everybody, on this beautiful 21st night of September. We got some women's soccer action for you. It's Trinity Tigers up against the Concordia Tornadoes. I'm Chris Hockman. With me is Scott Lebo. Scott, it's been a week off, essentially, for Trinity. They haven't played in more than a week. So a good chance to rest up, maybe heal some injuries, things like that. So it should be interesting to see how they come out for this one.
Yeah, you picked up the point that I was going to bring up myself. Week off. It's a rare occurrence in college soccer. You know, typically you get them playing Friday, Saturday, Friday, Sunday. This week, Sunday, Tuesday.
Sunday, Tuesday, yeah.
So still the 2 week or 2 games in a week kind of idea, but long break in the middle there gives them a good opportunity to rest up. I do think it comes at an unfortunate time for the Tigers, though. I feel like they had picked up some momentum in that last game right before the break, but hey, you know, take that momentum into the break, grow, learn from it, and come out of it better.
Yeah, and Concordia are a familiar opposition, having played in SCAC.
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
having a look.
The starting lineup for the Concordia Tornadoes.
Do you remember the last time they played?
Number 0.
It was October last year, 1-0 win to Trinity.
I think I might actually remember that game.
It was October 6th. It was tight all game, which was not what people were expecting coming into it. Back when they were both SCAC teams, the record in these matchups is 2-0-1 for Trinity, 2 wins and a tie. So they've by no means been out. I think their biggest loss was 2-0. So these have been tight games historically. Trinity come in 4-1-1. Concordia yet to get off the mark. 0-4-2. I'll run you through their starting lineup. 2 changes for the Tornadoes. We got Ikea Roberts starting in goal. There's Audrey Frost, Karis Hickey, Emma Payne, Shelby Jones, Riley Jackson, Avery Walker, Maddie Oberholzer, Peyton Matthews, Abby Adcock, she comes in for Celia Escobar and Haley Lopez. Then Karasiki's one to keep an eye on. She played D2 last year at Texas Women's. She's been a key part of transitions from defense to text. She did play a full 90 on Thursday, though, so it'll be interesting to see how recovered she is from that. For Trinity, one change. I think you know where it is, Scott. It's in goal. Number 0, Lauren Little, will be the starting goalkeeper. She comes in for Colin Whitsett. Everything else is the same as a week ago. Malia Cesar, Alex Doran, Hannah Khan, Bree Werner, Kylie Harris, Darian William, Ilsa Newland, Madison Bargansky, Kayla Boven, and Ellie Creek. So it was a fun time last time out. Big win in that match against McMurray. Hannah Khan, a goal and 2 assists in that match, as she gets precariously close to being one of the NCAA Division III leaders, or in the discussion of being a leader in that category. Trinity are currently 5th in assists per game this season. 3.33, they went up without playing because I guess whoever was 5th before didn't get as many assists as average. So they've gone up. If you're wondering how they getting that many assists, well, it's because we count double 2 assists per goal in college soccer, so you can get a secondary assist. So that's why you can get 3.33333, which is what Trinity are on, and only score an average of 3-ish goals a game. So that's how they do it. But should be an interesting one, this one. Trinity do come off that 4-1 win against McMurray. Concordia come into this one a 3-0 loss to Hardin Simmons on Thursday, another Texan team. For you, their next match is actually the SCAC opener. So this is it. This is the last game before the real action starts. We're going to do the national anthem, and then we will be right back. And then we're back. Teams are going to shake hands before we get started. I got your weather report, but I realized I need to switch it to freedom units because it was 29, and I thought people would freak out when they were like, San Antonio, 29 in September. Well, 21st night of September, 29. It's 85, which is surprisingly pleasant, to be honest with you.
It was hot earlier today.
It
I was a little worried.
Hot morning.
But sun going down has helped a lot, and I'm sure it's going to continue to help as the night goes on and we continue into this famous night.
Yeah, 21st. It's a little humid, so 64% humidity, but it's not crazy hot. We can't say never was a cloudy day today because there is some cloud cover. There's actually some like slightly ominous clouds. Like they're dark, the clouds that are out, but I don't think we're going to see anything.
Rather sporadic clouds.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see anything until Tuesday.
Just in some little groups.
You know, good thing we normally don't play on Tuesday, except there is a game on Tuesday this week. So we're all a little anxious about the weather after that one Sunday where the entire street flooded and all our stuff back here flooded. It was an ordeal.
Yeah, all my school notebooks have a
your
little
bag?
bit of water
Oh,
on them,
no.
water damage. Just right at the bottom. Yeah, along that bottom edge.
Yeah, I had to save my laptop, and in doing so, I dropped it, and it's got a crack in it now. So hopefully we don't have another really rainy day. But so Concordia are in their 3rd season in the SCAC. Trinity are in their 1st season in SAA, having left the SCAC after winning something like 1,000 titles in SCAC.
About as many as you can win.
They left winning both soccer titles. They left with the trophy. I'm sure SCAC are going to ask for it back soon. But, that's where they're at. So, defending SCAC champions take on relative newcomers to SCAC, although their first game is against Les Tourneaux, who are a complete SCAC newcomer, their first season in SCAC this season. So teams get ready to come back out. It's going to be Concordia in the whites, Trinity in the black. Concordia are going to be going from right to left on your screen in this first half. Concordia right to left. Trinity in the black. They're going to be going from left to right on your screen for the first half. I suspect that means that Trinity won the toss because it's going to put Concordia's goalkeeper Roberts in the sun.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say.
That is absolutely what it means because Concordia's kicking off.
You normally talk about, too, that the Tigers like to go the opposite way in the first half. I think this is an active decision. We mentioned it last time. They like to go that way, but with the sun there, take what you can get.
Yeah, I think soon enough the tree coverage will pretty quickly cover.
Yeah, it won't be too long that this is an advantage for the Tigers, but it will be.
There will be some sort of an advantage, so they may as well take it. We saw her walking over there actually shielding her eyes when she looked up.
Yeah,
so
and the defensive players right now have their eyes shielded with their hands. So
yeah, definitely some slight advantage, at least for a while. I think probably 15 and a half an hour is when it'll go away.
So,
but may as well take it while you got it. It's Concordia get us started, and they'll win a throw early. Thrown down the left, falls favourably for Emma Payne. Gets it back out. Can the Tigers recover? It's back with Concordia again. Passed on by Frost. Frost to Hickey, making a run down the left. Well challenged by Doran, but couldn't come away with it. And Tornadoes recycle to Hickey. Now with Frost. Sorry, Jackson. Jackson sends along.
It's a good ball.
Yeah, looking for the pace of Oberhauser. She's going to need support, so she had to slow up. That allowed the Tigers to get possession back. Just a little misplaced pass, though, from Trinity. That allows Concordia to come away with it and put the switch on. I think it's going to be to the sideline just a little too heavy. It goes out for a throw for the Tigers.
A good start from Concordia, obviously still in that first minute, but it's something I often mention, wanting to see teams do against the Tigers, just being patient in the back, not forcing anything, and that's what opened up that long ball over the top. Their patience, they waited for the opportunity to present itself rather than trying to force something, and it worked out for them. If they can continue to have moments like that tonight, it might look a little bit more like it did last year than some of the games that we have seen Trinity play against other former SCAC opponents.
So the Tigers, they'll now be the ones trying to be patient. I think that pass, right as I say that, put a little astray. It's going to come back to Ilsa Newland. Newland tries to go over the top. Did so. As that ball comes towards us, goes out for a throw for the Tigers. Look at you, the women in your grade cohort don't have it out for you like the men's team do, apparently.
Nope. It's just Luke Chandler.
It's just Luke Chandler in the men. Goes to ground, wins the foul. So the referee is wearing a blue armband today. I believe it's Suicide Awareness Month is the reasoning behind that. If you do need resources, 988, phenomenal resource. Ball goes long. Tigers trying to gather. It's offside, surely. Yes. So, bit of a let off there. I think the ball just more fell to her than her trying to get to it, though. So, not so bad. You can't really fault a player. When the ball falls to them, you're going to, what are you supposed to do? Run away? So.
Yeah, I think it came to her foot more than she went to it. She almost wins it back right there, Madison Bargansky.
And then it was Cesar that won it, but well fought by the Tornadoes. Right as I say that, possession goes back to the Tigers.
Now it's the Tigers' turn to be patient. Don't want to force anything here either. I think early on they have forced it a little bit, obviously. Still super early in this one, but they're at their best when they get it to their best players in the positions they want to be in.
Yeah, 21 players in the Concordia half right now as that goes out for a goal kick. The cross just can't get around it enough. Only player not in the Concordia half was Lauren Little in the Tigers' goal. And even then, she was at the top of her D, so, you know.
Not the furthest up we've seen a goalkeeper
No, there was.
drift, though. The
remember.
men's games often have some pretty outrageous goalkeeper aggression.
Can't remember who it was that was basically camped on the center circle. That's a beautiful header, needed to be,
It was
because
a
that
good
was
look.
coming through.
Yeah. That's good strength there.
Yeah, good work there from Emma Payne. She gets the ball back, rewarded for it. Just a little away from her. And I think Alex Doran was offside there, so she lets it go, goes out for a goal kick for Concordia. Yeah, only 3 seniors in the starting lineup for Concordia, so it's a fairly young side. A lot of first-year players, including Ikea Roberts in the goal there.
There's good pressure there from Madison Barganski. Forces that clearance just to go a little bit astray, which wins the throw-in back for the Tigers.
And just every time shot comes, well read by Ikea Roberts. She does well, grabs the ball.
The ball was moving a lot in the air. It's always...
Yeah, it's a bit of a swirly
Yeah.
breeze here. You know, it's
You're always going to wonder when a shot comes in like that, Wasn't sure if that was going to fall to the back post. If it did, it might have had more of a chance. Get that ball lofted up and over. But still a good effort. Don't mind that at all from Bree Werner.
yeah, she can score them from most places on the park. So
Yeah.
haven't seen her yet score one from inside her own half, but I'm sure it's coming.
Wouldn't shock me.
We did see some. I think we saw someone try it earlier this season in one of the men's games. Have a go. As the Tigers now running up the left. Play to Werner. Good switch all the way over for Doran. Swung in, headed clear. Tornadoes have to deal with it. A heavy touch though. Malia Cesar plays out for Doran again. So the Tigers will recycle, go that same way. Looks send it in, goes to ground. All ball, says the referee. It'll be a goal kick. Not even all ball. Nothing.
That was a great period of play, though, from the Tigers. Really like what they did there to build up that attack. It was all the way out here on this far side, nearer to us, nearer to the camera with Williard. Then you shift that ball through your defense all the way over to Bovin. Bovin builds it up. You come back all the way up other side through Doran, and all of a sudden, you've moved that defense around. They lose their marks. Somebody's going to be open. Looked for Madison Barganski in the middle there. Couldn't quite find her, but if Trinity are able to move the ball like that all night tonight, it's going to be a long and challenging night for the Concordia back line.
Yeah, you talk a lot about that ball movement, kind of having to defend for so long can be exhausting. Certainly is notably cooler though. As Trinity work the ball up the left through Khan. It's going to be a corner.
I tell you though, it can be as cool as you want it to be, but if they move the ball like that with that much efficiency and speed, it's going to be tough.
It's still a lot of work.
Yeah.
We did mention it is humid today, so. Whoa, flicked on, cleared off the line. Offside though was the decision anyway, so the goal wouldn't have stood.
Caught me off guard there. I wasn't sure what they were doing, but
Yeah, tried for a flick on. There's no chance that the offside is that far forward. Has to be in the 6-yard box. So if you're offside anywhere in the 6-yard box, you can
Take a
play
look
it
at
from
goal
anywhere else in the 6-yard box, but you can't play it from anywhere else in the 18. Chance there just goes astray, but it could still fall favorably for Trinity. That bounce though is going to put it into a contest that is won by Manny Oberholzer. Goes long. Opportunity, but it's just going to run out. But decent effort there from Tornadoes. It was a good passage. Good chance they won the contest. And also New One doesn't lose those contests very often. As the Tigers have a throw on the far side.
And it came right after a moment for Trinity as well. A goal kick just goes astray again. It's the good press from Barganski. Doran intercepts, and then Doran tries to find Barganski. I think Barganski's still kind of in that press motion. Makes it really hard for her to stop and look up for the ball. But again, warning signs from the Tigers.
Hannah Khan, not someone you want running free at goal. Cleared away, good recovery from the Tornadoes as it goes out for a throw. I think that's been something the Tornadoes have done well. They've really recovered well when they've given up a possession like that. They've given up a run, they can come back well. It's not a stat we track, so I can't give you numbers on it. But they've been plenty.
It looks dynamic so far tonight from the Tigers. Again, some mistakes, maybe uncharacteristic mistakes building out, but once they get into that final third, I mean, they look more threatening and more intentional with their movement than they have in previous games this year. Shows what that week off can do for you.
I will say the line feels higher today.
Oh, Hannah Khan could have a hit there. They knew it.
They knew it was coming. Yeah, they've done their homework, Concordia. Goes to ground, big appeal. It is going to be a free kick. It's out of the box, so no penalty.
Yeah, Alex Doran does a really good job there just getting in front of the defender there, and it's always going to be given as a call there. She's fast to get there, and then she gets across and immediately slows herself down. Defender has no choice.
And credit to her, she stayed on her feet because she might have copped a little bit of a nudge in the box too, but she stayed on her feet. Obviously, the second nudge, if that was a first nudge, was much more substantial than the first. So couldn't stay on her feet any longer. Free kick for the Tigers.
It's an interesting spot for one as well. Kind of like a corner kick, but it's so much nearer.
And they're almost trying that near post that we saw earlier this season that came off. So corner kick, so not much different from what the free kick was. You've got a bit more space to play with now.
Yeah.
Are they going to play it short? They got two in there for it. It was actually not a terrible move. They drew a defender inside the zone that they weren't supposed to be in. Cut back.
There's good positioning there from Ellie Creek. The ball goes over and she just recycles it. It's really important there. I mean, if that ball goes out of play, it's a wasted set piece.
So Concordia get a throw. About 10 minutes gone here, still scoreless. Between the Tigers and the Tornadoes. Khan playing a little more centrally for this passage. She goes in far post, waiting for the ball to come. Goes away for a Tigers throw, cleared away by Concordia. Tigers battle for it. Concordia trying to keep the ball in play or at least make it a difficult throw. Goal kick, well done from Concordia, playing it off the player. Ball sent long. Can the Tigers gather? Just about, although physical play. And it's going to be a free kick to Concordia. Just inside their own half. Tornadoes with an opportunity here to build something up the right-hand side or switch to the left. Tigers are certainly covering the switch though. You can just see it on your screen. Karis Hickey there, being well covered. Ball sent long. Is it too long? Gathered, blocked well, but it is going to be a free kick. Referee played advantage.
Yeah.
Great call.
The advantage didn't really show up there. You know, you get a shot off, but it's right into a defender. That's not much of an advantage at all. Goes straight Trinity's way. Good decision by the referee, and now a dangerous set piece opportunity.
Much more dangerous opportunity, this one for Concordia. We'll see who's standing over it. Looks like it might be Riley Jackson over there. Yeah, that's looking like who it's going to be. A lot of options, though, for Concordia. That's the danger of free kick. You have so many options. So many things you can do here. Chipped over the top. Trinity get there first, but this rebound comes over the bar. So it'll be a goal kick for Lauren Little. So we have another look at this free kick. Really great chip. Tigers win the header. I think it just went a little further than she wanted it to go. Ball fell favourably, but she's leaning back a little off balance as she hits the strike. Goes out for a goal kick for the Tigers, who are back on the ball.
If it was Emma Payne or Karis Hickey there in the middle, it just looked like just slightly over the head of the Tornadoes player who was in the box there for that set piece. But
I think it was Hickey forward. I think Payne might have had to follow up. A big appeal from the Trinity bench.
No,
not given. Goal kick. Dylan Harrison, Tigers coach, not happy. It was about as far away as it could be from Dylan Harrison. We've got to point that out. 229, 116, 22 in his career as a coach. 155 of those wins with Trinity. He's a graduate of Trinity, though, 2002. They played all the way back to Lauren Little in the Tigers' goal. Big run here from Ilse Newland trying to play it forward. Looking for Boganski. Keeper has to come and does so.
He takes out her own teammate in the process.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do as a goalkeeper. Yeah. You know, I mean, that was really the defender's job, ultimately. It was just get in the way and allow the keeper to take it, right? So she's done a good job. As Roberts clears it away. Played forward, but it's going to be too far forward, especially when you've got Kylie Harris sweeping. Goes all the way back, though, to Lauren Little. We'll gather. Don't know if we still have if we have a handle yet on who Trinity's #1 keeper is this year. It's sort of been a...
I don't think they do either.
It's been a tight fight. I think it's between Little and Whitsitt. Goes out for a throw. Yeah, I think it's between Little and Whitsitt, really. Maybe Claire Binns. She hasn't played in a couple, so...
I think they're Werner and Doran just getting in each other's way a little bit. I think that pass would have been better off if it had fallen for Doran. Just a little bit of communication there. It's this type of thing. It's still early in the season. We're starting to go into that, second quarter of the season, but it's still early. Got a lot to learn about each other and how you guys want to play, and often, a lot to learn about yourselves as players as well. So.
Yeah, for Concordia, they start conference play next week. The Tigers still have another 2 more non-conference games before they start in October. Doran making a run, blocked well by the Tornadoes. So last week of non-conference games next week for the Tigers. They'll play here on Tuesday and on the road on Sunday? No, Saturday.
It's really intelligent marking there from Oberholzer, all the way up in that front line. Ball goes over the top. Harris and Newland deal with it really well, but she just cuts off the sideways pass to Little or to Newland and forces Harris to take it on her own. Midfield comes up the field. They pick up their marks really well, and it forces the clearance in the end. It's really, really good defending from a high point from the Tornadoes there.
There's an opportunity there for Trinity. Darian Williard was making a run up the right, but wasn't spotted. Through ball was played through the middle instead. Would have been a more dangerous opportunity to go right, I think, but not how it came out. Ball sent long by the Tornadoes. Just skips away from Trinity defending, and it'll be a throw in for the Tornadoes inside the Tigers' half. Just got to make these chances count.
Yeah.
Don't get a ton of chances to get in the Tigers' half, so you've really got to start producing something if you're going to get a win out of this. Sent very high, very long. Keeper has a think, well judged by the keeper.
I was a little worried there for a second that clearance was going to end with a pretty heavy collision between a few players there.
It was very high and it was very long. As it also Newland is on the ball. Looks to put in a switch for Khan. Khan gathers. There's an overlapping run coming. And Kayla Boven goes herself though.
Shoot.
Goes again. The third was just one too many defenders to get around. Pressure's high though.
I think she had the angle there to
get
have
a
a
shot
shot
away.
back towards that back post.
And now it's a 3-on-3 here.
Right
Big
decision.
opportunity, slowed down though. But again, they recycle the ball out to the running player.
Very composed decisions here from the Tornadoes. And as I say that, though,
It was the right ball. The ideas are all right.
Yeah.
It's just that final product isn't quite coming off. For Concordia, it's Trinity now. Move the ball forward through Doran. Doran making runs. Barganski breaks for the center.
they're doing well to keep bracketing her wide.
Oh, it's a beautiful challenge.
I think she's okay with getting in that wide position and having to cross, but I really think she's her best when she's driving towards the goal with pace, and doing a very good job there just to keep forcing her wide, not engaging her either, letting her try her tricks, but not stepping in and letting her beat you. That's how you got to defend a player like that.
Well, the other thing putting someone wide does is it kind of narrows their options.
Yep.
Okay, she's gone out wide right. She can only send it in one direction, really. Tigers played forward. Well defended. She's going to try and keep it in. Puts it out for a throw. Didn't want that to go out for a corner, so good work defensively from the Tornadoes. And we'll have a throw.
Williard could put in a cross here.
Looks like she will. Goes in. Doesn't quite come off for the Tigers.
I just don't think they had the bodies in there that she would have wanted. She had great position there for a cross, Williard, but only Barganski and Khan to aim for.
Who aren't the world's tallest.
I think Khan can be a good threat in the box.
Played long, but not really to anybody. Allows the Tigers to recover. That high line allows them to recover still in Concordia's half. To Harris. She's got 3 ahead of her on the left. Goes more centrally though. To Werner. Werner does
It's a
find
great switch.
Williard this time. Just a little too much on it from the Tigers. We'll go out for a goal kick.
I think that's another one of those where she gets kind of caught in two minds, maybe even three there. She had the space to carry. She also had Barganski making a run in the middle and then Doran making a run wide. And I think she gets stuck between, do I want to play it into the middle towards Barganski or do I want to play Doran, and ends up just kind of lifting that too far.
Another run out for a Tigers throw. Concordia getting some substitutions ready to go. I see Gabrielle Kessler and Tatum Wynn getting ready to come on. Tigers again stood up well, Concordia. Good defensive work. And it stays in. Concordia will at the very least get a big territorial gain here, but there's some pace. Newland, she looked around too. Don't know if it comes up well on the broadcast, but she looks around to see what her options are before she decides to go back to the keeper. Keeper's always there as a safe option, but there might be something that's going to allow you a better transition. It just wasn't quite going to be there, so right decision goes back to the keeper. Boven on the ball now, goes out wide to Khan. Again, defender stays on her feet, makes it hard to beat. Khan has a go, blocked. Barganski tries to run around a challenge. Boven looks to control. Comes off at an awkward angle. Tigers get it back. That's Cecilia Escobar. Gets ready to come on for Concordia.
They're just making it really hard for Concordia to get out right now, the Tigers. It's a really important stretch here.
Werner has a hit. It's a bit too close to Roberts, who saves. And she'll transition quickly, which I'm slightly surprised by, but may have tried to catch Trinity off. The throw did bounce awkwardly low, which kind of slowed things down. Yeah, Pilfer in the back on Ilsa Newland. it's there, it's subtle, is what I'll say. Bugansky forced wide to Doran. It's Bugansky again, swings it in, into that area in the middle that's difficult. It's a bit of a high boot there. The header is recovered by the keeper.
That was the call from Harrison on the bench, though.
Yeah, he's reaching his legs out.
Well, I mean, before that, he was telling Bree Warner, get in the box, get in the box, and there she was.
They crash the box. Sometimes you can just get in the box. You can create problems, create enough problems. Goal, penalty, anything can happen. Malia Cesar bodied off the ball there. Free kick. Earned by the Philippines international.
It's a close one, though, and I think there, if you're Cesar, you got to get on your teammates for that. Make sure that you're aware that player's coming. I think she's got one player to her left, completely unaware of that player stepping in behind her, and that's where you can give away a really tough one in midfield, and all of a sudden you're on the break, and communication's really important in this sport.
It goes out for a throw.
For the Tornadoes, number 10, Gabrielle Kessler. Number 23, Tatum Wynn. Number 30, Cecilia Escobar.
As those changes come on, Cecilia Escobar, one of them transferred from the University of St. Thomas this year, who we saw earlier here at Paul McGinley Field. And it'll be a goal kick for the Tigers. 20 minutes to play here in the first half. Still scoreless between Trinity and Concordia.
I think the Tornadoes are doing a good job so far of frustrating the Tigers. We've seen it with a number of teams so far this season that if you can keep them from scoring for a good enough stretch of time that they begin to get frustrated, try and force things, don't play their style. Now, often I think they find it again at some point in the game, but frustrating them is the first step towards getting a win or a result against them.
That'll be only a throw? No, it is a corner. Thought they might have just kept it in. No, it is a throw. It is a throw. It's hard to tell with the signal. She's looking in that direction as well, so kind of the same gesture. Can't be offside off a throw, so she's in.
First time cross.
Swung in. Werner's in space. They've left her free. That's a bit of a let-off for the Tornadoes. You can't leave someone like Bree Werner free in the box. We're going to stop as the keeper took a bit of a hit there.
Yeah, the touch from Werner just gets away from her a little bit. I think she wants to cushion that down and then take a quick hit with her left. And just a little bit too far away from her as we get another look at that there. And I think Creek.
The block pretty vital. Creek. I mean, look, going in for a contest, but I think it's
a keeper.
She landed on her knee on the boot, and so that can be awkward.
Yeah.
And hurt a bit. Bree Werner does have 2 goals already this season. 2 goals, 3 assists. She's looking for her 10th career assist. She
has looked the most dangerous, in my opinion, in terms of who's going to get a goal for the Tigers.
Yeah, she's looked dangerous today. She should hit 2,000 career minutes today. Needs 49 more minutes.
It's good high press there from Ilse Newland. Gets pulled out of position, but able to relax despite being out of position because Malaya Cesar just fills for her. And I think that back three kind of with Cesar and then the 2 center backs behind her, that triangle, they have great chemistry between the 3 of them. They just know what the others are going to do. Don't have to talk too much about tactical decisions, and they just play. It's very cool to see.
And there's Werner again. Well defended, though, by Concordia. Audrey Frost on that occasion. I was a little surprised to not see the keeper pick that up. It did come back off Concordia, but it was obviously not the intent.
I've been a little surprised that the Tigers have yet to make a sub in this one.
Yeah.
2 of them getting ready right now, but down inside
27
the
minutes
last
in.
20, yeah.
Yeah, so certainly later than normal for the Tigers, but I guess potentially with that week off.
Yep.
Playing again on Tuesday, which might be a different lineup. We'll see. It's TLU on Tuesday. It's just hard to manage that game. It's their last game before conference play, which is where things really start counting. Tigers now a chance for a counter. Good ball over the top, looking for Doran. Does Doran have the pace? She might.
Whoa.
Gets there, goes down. I don't think there's anything there. It's going to be a throw for the Tigers. It's the right decision. Either you get the play or you get the ball. She got the ball.
She very nearly had the pace, Doran.
Yeah, she nearly had it. I think
there's a big gap to close down.
What Hickey does well there is she cuts back in. She knows she's coming. She gets in front of the ball just enough. It gets between Doran and the ball and allows her to clear.
Yeah, kind of forces Doran that if she's going to beat her, she's going to have to go around, which takes that much extra time.
Yeah, I think that's what's in the end makes it a throw.
Yeah.
Good officiating there too. So sometimes you see those and they give it the throw the other way, which cannot be possible. Because if you don't get the ball, you got the player. Throw-in comes for Doran. It's a little telegraphed. Concordia fight for it. It'll be a corner. That's what Trinity will settle for. I think it was a better prospect than what they were looking at.
I believe it was Bracken who came in. Barganski stays in, so I think Bracken came in for Hannah Kahn. Pushed Barganski out to the wing.
And Clara Richards also comes on. Short corner coming off here for the Tigers. Played far post! Oh, it's stunning stuff on the line. It will be another corner for the Tigers.
My word.
That was incredible stuff.
The angle played some tricks on me there. I thought that was a shot from Doran. And then Newland.
Oh, it's a beautiful save.
So much going on there.
And so a free kick here for the Tigers. The end result of the last corner. Just sort of fouled on another short corner coming out. Malia Cesar standing over it, so gives you an idea.
They're going to go straight in here.
Goes far post. That was a free header. Ball's fallen favourably. That was Ilsa Newland, I think, with the ball at her feet. She scored her first collegiate goal a few weeks ago. That's a free header in the box, though. You can't allow that. And then Newland is through.
Yeah, we talk about it a lot. If you let the ball drop in your own box like that, it's going to create problems. I think the Tornadoes will be happy that it falls to a center back and not a center forward there.
Yeah, there were a couple of more dangerous options.
Yeah.
Although Hanakan and Brie Werner are off, but Clara Richards, one of the players that came on, has scored plenty of goals like that in her career. So
I wouldn't want that to fall to Madison Barganski.
Madison Barganski either, yeah.
Alex Doran.
Yeah, they're very fortunate that it was Ilsa Newland scored her first collegiate goal this season. Celebrations were pretty ecstatic. 60 career games, 1 goal. But that's what will happen when you're a central defender. When you're a 5'7" central defender. If you're a 7'5" central defender, you might get a few goals.
Ooh. It's dangerous again. They're asking questions.
Yeah, and it's the ball's bouncing in the box at exactly the wrong spot, too. It just creates a little bit of tension.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Tigers just throw maybe a few more numbers into the box. Concordia hasn't threatened too much, especially recently on the counter. So have that confidence, put in an extra player. Give your wingers and your wide players an extra player to find in the box.
Yeah, Concordia has 1 shot, and it was that one from the corner that just bounced away, leaning back over the ball. So it has been pretty overwhelmingly Trinity's game. 6 shots, 4 on target. Possession stat would be even more dominant. Just a little out of the reach of Lila Bracken.
It's another nearly moment, I feel, for the Tigers as their press again forces Concordia to clear it out of bounds and give Trinity a throw in an advantageous position.
Yeah, Lila Bracken, more a provider so far. She's had 3 assists. She's been that early sub a lot of the season. I expect she's one to keep an eye on for the next couple years.
She's a very physical player as well. Does great with hold-up play.
It's a great example right there.
Why I think she's partly getting all those assists. when you're a good hold-up striker, it's going to provide opportunities to lay off to your teammates.
Free kick, just got her in the back as she's making the turn. But yeah, exactly right. She uses that strength that opens up a space for her to get those balls crossed into the box. 3 assists for her in her first 4 games as a college player. Came out of Dallas, so she came basically straight from high school, summer, college. That was how her year has gone. Headed down. Richards
Almost center
just
back
can't
to
get
center
there.
back.
Love to see defenders on goal sheets. You know me, though. I love to see goalkeepers on goal sheets. That's what I want to see. Mate Danny Vukovic with his 2 A-League goals, I believe he ended up retiring with. Mark Bosnich has an international goal for Australia. Played forward. Tigers regather.
Ooh. It's a great little daft touch there. Just a small one, but it's important. I say it a lot. Little details in this sport.
Missed a change there. Erin O'Donnell comes on for Ellie Creek. Creek started every game this season, sophomore.
Yeah, I think she earned that with the work she did off the ball last year.
Has a look at the options, decides to go herself, looking to chip the keeper. Roberts is up to it. Another save for Roberts, her 5th of the night.
Don't mind that at all, though, with Barganski crashing back post.
That was a good shot. It was a good look, I thought. So,
And you put her in a position where if she spills it, Barganski's right there, and that's what Barganski loves to do. Just arrive at the right moment.
Roberts, look, she's had a lot of work to do in her first collegiate. She's made 17 saves coming into this one. And so she's already up to 5 tonight. This is only her 3rd start in college soccer. So the ball runs out for a goal kick. Interesting for a goalkeeper, she lists Cristiano Ronaldo as her favourite
Interesting.
athlete.
Very interesting.
For the Tornadoes, Alessandra Ramos.
Usually we see like Donnarumma,
Buffon,
Gianluigi Buffon,
Neuer, Ter Stegen.
Manuel Neuer. I haven't seen anybody list Ter Stegen, but I feel like people are like, I gotta list someone.
What's the question normally? Favorite athlete?
Favorite
or favorite soccer
athlete.
player?
Favorite athlete is normally the question on bios.
Because I get 2 different answers from me, surprisingly.
Oh,
Whoa.
cleared away. Put a body on the line.
Yeah.
Get that ball away.
That's one you get a lot as a center back, as a defender, where you have an attacking player rushing at you as you're trying to clear. You clear the ball, your foot's out in the air, and kind of get run into on that standing or on that kicking leg as your standing leg stays put, kind of get twisted around. I think I drew a lot of fouls like that back in the day. Not so much anymore. I don't press as hard at the club level as they did in high school.
Gathered again by the keepers. 2 subs come on for Trinity, Anna Newland and Ava de Grand, which means the Newland sisters are on the field. It's the last season this is going to happen. At least in college soccer, who knows what happens for them afterwards.
You never know.
Yeah, you got to give those ones. It's unfortunate for Cesar. She's gone up and just the ball's bounced awkwardly, but she's played it, so you got to kind of call that one. But coming on with Anna Newland was Ava de Grand, first-year forward from Calgary, Alberta, but most recently from the Cayman Islands. She played for Cayman Islands Schoolgirls. Ball goes long. I think that's going to run out. No, Newland is going to have to play it because it was going to hold up, so she puts it out for a throw. She actually won the Caribbean Championship, Ava de Grand, this July. Had a big year. Throw in comes for Concordia. It'll be another Concordia throw. 7.5-ish minutes to go. Trinity 0, Concordia 0. This is a decent passage here for Concordia, but they've got it. They're just getting out-muscled there and outnumbered. Just so many players around. Ball sent into the box, but there's no one there. There was a bit of a miscommunication. Keeper wanted to come for that one. As the ball went forward for the Tigers, looking for Lila Brackett. It goes out for a throw-in. And coming in, Isabella Rueda comes in. Senior midfielder from Broomfield, Colorado. She replaces Filipinos international Malia Cesar.
Oh, that's great play from Bracken there.
It was actually a foul too. Referee signaled she was playing advantage. Richards forced to play it out wide. I don't think it's what she wanted, but there was too many defenders there. Ball sent in. Tigers try and win it.
Rueda was looking for an assist straight off the bench. That was her first touches.
Would have counted. So throw in here for the Tigers right in front of us. Taken by Williard. It's back with Williard. Switches it over for Harris. Played wide left now. Can the Tigers produce something? A little telegraph allows Concordia to hoof it away. Decent crowd we got in here on a Sunday evening.
They've come in. I think it was a little bit lighter at the start of the game, but they filtered in as the game's gone on.
I suspect some NFL games might have finished, and that's led to the crowd coming down.
I've seen a few jerseys out there, so. I think as well, maybe some people coming from dinner and.
Yeah, I have to wait till after
me too.
The struggles of commentators. Cleared away. It might have taken a deflection. It did. So Concordia will win that throw. She's about to hit the final 5 minutes here. It's been certainly Trinity's game, but they haven't had like a ton of clear opportunities in this one.
No, I think they started the game really, really well. Looked like they would score within the first 20, honestly. And since then, I think Concordia have done a good job, as I said earlier, of just frustrating the Tigers. Letting them have the ball, yes, but not letting them have any clear-cut opportunities.
Williard plays in. Keeper's going to come.
Ooh.
Big collision with a lot of players. It will be a corner. Everybody gets up. Those ones can be a little concerning.
Yeah, it was an important header there from Riley Jackson of the Tornadoes. Bracken just behind her was waiting for it. I'm not sure whether she would. It would have been a difficult opportunity to try and shoot from here. She's got her back to goal there, Bracken.
Yeah, she had two players she could certainly have headed the ball to that were crashing in.
That's what I was thinking.
Not the little
It's an important header.
So corner here for the Tigers. They're shaping like they're going to play short. That is what they do. The decoy was there, but they still go short to O'Donnell. Back with Richards. Trips on the ball, but gathers well. Keeps possession going. Tripped on the ball because of that pressure, though, from Concordia. O'Donnell, ball comes in. It's going to be a throw for Concordia, so they get out of it again.
Yeah, good pressure there from Tatum Wynn. Just forcing O'Donnell, her number buddy, to take that touch out of bounds there. 23 against 23. Love to see it.
Yeah, perfectly symmetrical. Can't say perfectly symmetrical violence because it was all very, very fair. But
it's a great touch from Rueda there.
On wide left now. Yeah, just Concordia. They're not overcommitting to a challenge either. They're staying on their feet. Shot comes. Keeper gathers. That's at a dangerous height, though, for a keeper. You've got to be going down to gather it. Keeps the body behind it, does Roberts.
Yeah, Bracken does really well there. It's a great first touch. And then the turn and the hit from a difficult angle. Just probably not the contact. Well, actually, I think the contact she would have wanted. Just maybe not as much power as she needed to get it.
Yeah, I think she would have liked it a little away from Roberts. Just didn't come out that way. So now the Tigers again going forward.
Ooh,
that's a beautiful flick on. Has a go. I think she could have had more touches. You know, make more of a run at goal. Didn't need to hit that first time.
Starting to look a little bit better, though, again in the attacking third for the Tigers. More like it did in that first 10 minutes. if they can keep this momentum into the second half, it'll be important. But I think they'll want to score before halftime in order to ensure that momentum change.
Yeah, that seems...
And we saw a few weeks ago the Tigers give up a goal right before halftime after having a stretch of controlled possession. Momentum is a huge thing in sports, and it's easy to swing in a sport like this where you can be controlling possession, controlling the opportunities, and then not get a goal, and all of a sudden, but here come the Tigers again.
Another beautiful pass, sets it up. But again, stays on her feet, doesn't overcommit, and she's going to try and win a goal kick.
It's a corner.
Hasn't succeeded, it will be a corner. Yeah, just the ball in, didn't have enough power. You know, when you're slamming the ball into the attacking player's shins, you got to smash it into him so it goes out. Just wasn't enough power behind it.
And I think the Grand does a really good job there of getting her foot on the ball and just rolling it back into the defender here after us. Right, there's the clearance you're talking about. And she just pulls it back off her.
Shows her how to do the exact same skill that she was trying to pull off.
I said, no, you don't do it like that. You do it like this.
So corner kick here for the Tigers. Down the hill.
Shows how hard it is
it's
to take
difficult.
a corner down that
She was
hill.
off balance. Oh, and that was Newland to Newlands too. The header went down from Anna to Ilsa Newland. Yeah, it's a hard corner. You got to run down that hill. It puts you off balance when you hit it. That's why you often see short run-ups on that corner. As we enter the final minute of the half, still scoreless.
Tornado's doing a good job of frustrating the Tigers tonight. And if I remember correctly, that is a lot of what I remember from last time these two teams met.
Let me actually, I'm going to go check that while we're...
I think you said earlier 1-0.
It was definitely 1-0. I'm trying to remember when the goal happened. It was late in the season.
I think it was
There it is,
late second half.
Nah, 35th minute.
Okay.
Alex Doran.
Where was that game last year?
It was at Round Rock, so
Okay.
Concordia home game.
Ooh. Almost
keeper
held
had to
up for
come.
Bracken.
Keeper had to come and get that. Yeah, Concordia, they're Austin-based, but they play their games at the Round Rock Sports Complex because that's where the space is in Austin. And so that'll be half-time here at Paul McGinley Field. I think your half-time stats tell you the tale. Trinity on top, but just couldn't get it past a really stifling defense of Concordia.
Yeah, 6 shots on target, but I don't think any of those shots were truly dangerous. The defense doing a really good job of forcing those shots to be really close to the goalkeeper and Ikea Roberts. So good defending this half from Concordia.
Yeah, Kia Roberts, 6 saves in the half. I mean, she's been made to work, but I don't think she's been made to work hard enough if you're Trinity. I think they would have liked more from that. But anyway, that's half time. We'll be back here in 14 minutes to bring you the second half.
Every morning, we rise, ready to meet our human potential, to take that next incremental step, to do the hard work that changes. Set in our preparedness and confidence in that moment when you know, I've got this. And then we rise. Each of us, all of us. We rise as passions coalesce in research, art, athletics, and beyond. We rise to the challenge of inquiry and discovery through undergraduate research and hands-on learning. We rise through the personal attention of a small college, fueled by large university resources. We rise to the need for listening across differences, teaching the art and the act of conversation. We rise to the sounds of a vibrant, diverse, and culturally rich city, and we reflect it. At Trinity University, we recognize that you are here because you are ready to rise. And through a love of learning and a life of learning, we will challenge you to always reach beyond the horizon. Because your future awaits.
We are back here for the second half. Thank you for joining us. I'm Chris Huckman, with me is Scott Levin. Scott, a little frustrating half for Trinity. In what was a well-played game from Concordia, just well-disciplined defensively.
Yeah, I think in the game you often talk about needing to break another team down, and I think that's exactly what Trinity need to do tonight. That Concordia haven't set up in a way that it's easy to score against them, but over the course of a game, certain moments lead to opportunities, and as the opportunities add up, as players get tired, right? This is not a game where one buildup is going to break them down. Trinity needs to break them down over the course of 90 minutes and hopefully get the result for themselves. On the other hand, Concordia, just want to keep doing what you're doing and hopefully find something on the counterattack.
Yeah, I think the story of the first half is that Ilsa Newland is second on the shot count. I think that says a lot about the chances that a central defender is second in shots for
They've
Trinity.
given a lot of chances, just not quality ones.
Yeah, there haven't been a ton of quality looks here from the Tigers. Offside though. Keeper blocks it anyway. We'll run you through who's starting this half. For Concordia, it's Roberts, Jones, Hickey, Walker, Kessler, Jackson, Frost, Matthews, Lopez, Adcock, and Payne, which sounds like the same 11 that started the match. And for Trinity, it's Little, Cesar, Doran, Khan, Werner, Harris, Williard, Ilsa Newland, Bargansky, Boven, and Creek. Which again, it's the same 11 that started the match. So they go back to their starters for the second half.
I think I'm noticing is Oberholzer still on?
Is not on. So that would be the change from Concordia.
And we'll see. Looks like they put Emma Payne up there as the sole striker. We'll see if she brings something different, maybe something they noticed at halftime, something they could capitalize on.
Challenging high at Concordia. Now they're switching to a high press. Good footwork there from Bree Werner. It's back with Cesar, lays it off for Williard.
That was good control there from the Trinity midfield and really tight spaces there. A couple of times I thought Concordia could win the ball and go on the break.
Cleared away. Pressure's there. Newland uses a body well to get in the way. Cesar's attempted clearance is blocked. Another block on the clearance. That ball's going to bounce favorably for Bargansky, who lays it off for Werner.
I think the block on that clearance actually allowed it to hold up for Bargansky really well.
Yeah, it just fell so perfectly to her. Headed away. Cesar's going to have to chase this down. Physical stuff. Looks like the Tornadoes have come away with the ball sent long, but it's not really going to be anywhere for the Tornadoes to capitalize on it. We'll stay on though, so it's going to force Newland to gather it. And now she goes long. It's bounced. Can the Tigers get there? I think it's going to run out. It does. And so Concordia will have a throw. So maybe a little tetchy to get things started.
I think the key for the Tigers in this half is can they continue to be direct and intentional with the ball without forcing it, right? There's a difference between being direct and going for goal when the opportunity is there and trying to force something that isn't there, right? You got to take your moments when they're there, but you also have to know, and I've said this before, you got to be counting consistently as a player. All right, do we have numbers up? Where's the space, right? You got to be thinking about these things as you're playing, and I think those are going to be the keys here in the second half.
Concordia just having a good passage of possession, but they're going to want to get it forward. One shot all game so far. Now maybe a chance on the run. But again, good physicality from Trinity. It was Ilsa Newland. Just uses the body well.
Yeah, I think Newland was doing very well with her shoulder there, putting in a body. But then at the other end of things, I think Emma Payne tries to stick in the leg to win the ball. And that's where the call comes from.
But it's back with Concordia again. Kessler. Kessler was the other change. She didn't start the match. So a throw in here for the Tigers. Will allow them to build something up as it goes across for Ilson Newland in the middle. Played out wide for Williard, who was calling it, to play it on further to the right.
Oh, good
Tigers
flicks.
building, so that's beautiful stuff. Good opportunity to swing it in. It's just going to fall a little short. Creek heads it down. Goes straight up. Newland sent forward on her knee. Bree Werner plays it forward for Bagansky. Bagansky lays it off. Goes back for Bagansky. No, it was Werner there. Crumbled a little bit. Ilson Newland's footwork does well. Keeps the ball with Trinity.
The original build there from the Tigers was something kind of off the training ground. This is ball looking for Khan at the back post.
Forward favourably for Werner. Keeper saves. Werner's on the rebound.
Wow.
It's kept out though. Khan will earn the Tigers a corner. But again, good defensive work from Concordia. Keeps it out. Thought for all money, Werner was going to put that one away.
Yeah, she had almost the whole goal to aim at here. Fell to her in acres of space. Takes the touch. Keeper with an important save. And then a little bit of chaos there afterwards. But good defending again from Concordia. That might be the best chance of the game, though, from the Tigers.
Yeah, it's certainly the best look, it feels like. And a corner now, another opportunity. The players for the short corner run back, so it's going to be sent along to the far post. Doesn't fall favourably, but Werner will gather and reset out to Ilson Newland. Newland on the edge of the box. It's clear, deflected to Cesar, who has a go and sends it over the bar. Malia Cesar looking for a 10th assist. She's on 9. She's scored 2 goals in her career. She did get her first international assist this summer with the Philippines.
Ooh. Kia putting her teammate under a little bit of unnecessary pressure there.
Yeah, played it to the player that had a defender on her.
And it was deep as well, back towards the byline.
Bumping back on it.
It's giving Trinity the chance here.
Shot comes!
Oh.
Akia was all the way over, and so her touch, it's a decent save, but because she's so far on the post, all she can do really is parry it into her own net, and Trinity have the lead. It's a good strike. And finally, the great wall of Concordia is broken.
It's a great build here. Kayla Bovin, good decision there to go to Werner, and then first time from Werner and Bargansky.
You gotta wonder why Roberts is standing on that
I'm wondering if she's
post.
unsighted. You can't see the ball very well from that angle. Teammates in her way, or maybe that Bree Werner pass just kind of catches her off guard. I think there's a number of things. The Tigers moved it really fast there.
The ball goes out for a throw. Literally in front of us, because Scott had to catch that one.
I think that's 2 games in a row where I've gotten a touch.
Yeah, not clear to me how there was no foul there since both players kind of fell on each other. There had to be something. It goes out. So Concordia heading it on. Physicality seems to have ramped up
I was about to say that.
Despite a goal. That usually takes the tension out of it.
I think Concordia have changed their dynamics here. I think they've gone from a team that's, composed and wanting to sit back to a team that wants to stick it to the Tigers, and I think that's going to be good for this game. Could lead to more goals.
Yeah, 6 players forward for Concordia now having to run back to defend.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's going to be a foul called by the assistant. Call from the bench is enough already. I don't know. I haven't seen a ton of things that have needed a referee's intervention as we have a look here.
Well, I think Doran has been fouled down in that corner a few times. If you remember back to the first half, they had a good number of free kicks down on that side there. And I think that's what he's getting at. It's accumulation of the same type of foul on the same type of player every single time. I'm not sure I agree with it, but I can see his point.
Right into the middle of the box. It was Kylie Harris with the header, but
It's
she
a
was
tough
just
header.
leading down. It was a tough one to get.
She's having to jump away from the goal there and head it backwards. It's really tough ask there.
Yeah, it doesn't really get to be able to dictate direction or pace, and so in the end, easy gather for Roberts, who was disappointed herself at the goal.
Yeah, I think
Certainly was
disappointed with
frustrated.
that punt as well. Goes straight out of play. Lets the Tigers come again.
Good work defensively from Concordia. And now, yeah, you're right. That patience that we saw from the Tornadoes has just gone away. That was a good observation, Scott. They just didn't... Like, all that patience they've had just seems to fade. And now that they're behind and they're chasing the game, they're trying to chase the game more than they need to. There's still 35 minutes to go. Plenty of time.
Now they're so open, though, and they can't afford to let this happen. Boven might have a shot.
Yeah, I think she was intending a through ball.
Yep.
And just came
It's
out.
not a bad idea. I just don't know if Barganski necessarily... I think Barganski might have been thinking what I was thinking. Boven's going to go for a shot here. Not going to worry about, oh, that's a pass to me. Right? Can happen. Not on the same page.
Just going to go back. Yeah, she couldn't pick it up.
I'll tell you, though, I said it at the start of the second half. Was wondering whether the switch to have Emma Payne up there was intentional, and I think it is. I think Emma Payne has pace that they want to use here to get the ball over the top to her. She has looked a little bit more threatening when they have played the ball up there. Just asking questions of Kylie Harris and Ilsa Newland there. Harris there had to put in a body onto Payne as the Tigers come forward again. It's a good ball from Williard looking for Werner. Win a corner.
Does win the corner. Player goes down there. Looks at our angle. It can look a little more dangerous than it is, but that wall is close. So I'm always worried when there's contests to the ball there. Basically, we've made this pitch as big as they possibly can here, Trinity. It's a very wide and long pitch, maximizing the space they have.
Means there's not a lot of
space for
on
anything
the
else.
edge.
That was a really good ball, well dealt with defensively by Karis Hickey. Cesar's going to opt to keep it in, swings it back in, near post.
Oh, I love the
Controlled
decision.
beautifully, keeper had to come, did well. She spilled it though.
It went out.
It has gone out, and it will be a goal kick. Goalkeeper looks and shrugs like she'd given away something, but it was a goal kick.
Well, I think Roberts there is making a complaint to the
That it could have been a
referee
free kick.
that she had the ball, but I don't think
Yeah, I don't
by
think
any
she had
means
control.
she did.
And you know me, I'm a member of the Goalkeepers Union. I don't think she had
Get
enough
it
control
cleared
on that
again.
one.
Another throw for the Tigers.
Yeah, and just maybe the moments just
Yeah.
kind of slipping away from Concordia.
Well, I really like the decision just then off the corner kick from Cesar to put the ball back into the box there instead of letting it go out for a corner. Concordia were not organized defensively. Trinity still had players forward. Take advantage of that. Good recognition of the situation. As I've said, that's the type of thing you got to do. You got to count numbers. You got to look at where the space is. You got to see when your opponents are off guard. And Cesar is one of the best players on Trinity in terms of just having that ball and soccer awareness.
Oh, it's calm stuff from Lauren Little.
A little bit of trickery from Williard there as well.
Cesar goes forward. Cesar's experience,
build-up.
yeah, it does shine through sometimes. Certainly more experience than you'd think for a junior.
Oh, this is great build-up.
Gets round one, gets round the
Oh.
second. The third was just a little too much. Goes out for a corner though.
That was
Still
great
positive
team
result.
play. All the way up the field. I mean, simple 1-2 touch stuff. Bree Werner gets it at the back. She finds Cesar. Cesar into Barganski, up to Creek. Creek cut back across. I mean, all the way through. And the tackle in the end steals from me what would have been a great goal. I love when a team can combine like that really quickly up the field.
Comes in. Last touch, I think, off Trinity so far, so they are going to have to contest for this. Swung in again. Cleared
Gotta
away
make
by
contact
Concordia,
there.
but it's to Ilsa Newland, who's going to make a run up the right. Swung
cross.
in. Controls there for Khan, who has a go! Keeper didn't get a touch, so that was agonizingly close from Hannah Khan. We'll get another look at it here.
It's a great
She
combination.
does well to keep the control of it.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, keeper scrambling. It's a really good shot. She's absolutely playing for placement there. So really good work there from Hannah Khan, just wide left.
Yes, well done by both seniors there. Ilsa Newland picks up the ball wide, puts in a great cross, and then, like you said, Khan, that first touch, it's high, but it's a great first touch right into the space where she wants it. You know, sometimes people say, oh, it popped up, it's not a good touch. No, it's direction. You got to put the ball where you want it to be. Oftentimes you know what you're going to do, and I think right there, Khan knows exactly what she wants to do. She wants to cut inside and have a shot, and that touch sets her up perfectly for it. What a flick.
And it really caught Concordia out defensively, too. I think if it stayed flat, it would have been much easier to defend. Tigers working around, cross coming. Barganski's crashing in the net. Gathered well by Roberts. I think trying to put a little pressure on Roberts because she's had a little bit of a torrid time in the last few minutes.
Yeah. I think that's been a few times, though, where specifically from Williard, but in general, crosses have just gone a little too near to Roberts. I don't think it's a bad thing to have Roberts come out and claim it, per se, but make her come a little bit further out.
Quick goes out wide for Khan. I think it's going to beat Khan to the byline. It does. So goal kick for Concordia. So we're hitting the last half hour. 1-0 for the Tigers. It's out for a throw for Trinity. Gathered by Concordia. Going to look to dance their way up the pitch. But well cut out by Kayla Boven, who's now going to run on herself. She looked up, she thought about having a shot, opted not to instead. Lays it off though for someone who will have a shot. That was Bree Werner. It's taking a deflection, so it will go out for a corner kick. Good work for Bree Werner.
And the call from the bench was to have a shot. I think Boven here, she had it earlier. She gets a little too close.
Yeah, she looked up and thought about it. And I think by then the chance was gone. It did take a deflection though, so corner kick here for the Tigers.
She had the moment though. Have some confidence in yourself. I think even if it's not the best shot there, you're getting the support from the bench to have a go. Have a go. You created that opportunity yourself. You deserve the opportunity.
She has scored a goal, not this year yet.
That's great from Cesar.
From Cesar. Defender sits on it. Got to be careful. It's going to be an indirect free kick. That should be an indirect free kick to Trinity.
And they take it quick.
They take it quick. She's not going to let him take it quick. Yeah. You can't take an indirect free kick in the box quick, let's be honest. But yeah, correct decision there. It's impeding the play. It's dangerous play and so an interesting thing that sometimes doesn't come up a ton, but sometimes you can be penalised for dangerous play when you are the one that is in danger.
Yeah.
Because you have created that situation. So an indirect free kick in the box.
Yeah, I thought it was a free kick for Concordia at
This
first.
is one for the sickos.
I was a little surprised.
No, when she called an indirect free kick, and I was like, it has to be for Trinity, doesn't it? So indirect free kick in the box. Don't see these often. Flicked on beautifully. That is a beautiful indirect free kick in the box routine.
That's exactly how you do it.
That is how you do an indirect free kick in the box.
Yeah.
Someone call a broadcaster that I'm not going to name, but you know, who might have a show that's a center of sports, because that is an incredible indirect free kick. That is exactly how you work an indirect free kick in the box. Oh, it's beautiful.
I mean, my goodness, I think Khan, it's perfect. You get your player on it that has the best shot, the best curling shot at that from that angle, and you let Hannah Khan have a shot there. But obviously, on an indirect free kick, defensively, you put a lot of players on the line. You know that they're going to try and have a quick shot there. So you set Barganski up on one of those players and tell her, hey, if that shot comes towards you, have a flick. And that's exactly what happens. And man, what a flick Well executed across the board. That's how you draw it up.
Oh, it's a beautiful indirect free kick. That's a beautiful indirect free kick anywhere on the pitch, but
Yeah.
an indirect free kick in the box,
Whoa.
that is how you do them. Show that to everybody. That's a study of how you do an indirect free kick in a box.
Yeah.
Madison Barganski gets the goal.
Credit there, a lot of credit to the coaching staff. Spencer Valdespino, Coach Harrison, Mayo Zimi. I mean, you got to have good coaches to score an indirect free kick as perfectly as that.
That was stunning stuff. Madison Barganski gets the goal. It's her 5th of the season, 17th of her career.
It's 2 on the night, no?
Assist, which means I'm not adding the numbers right. That is her 2nd goal of the night. So it's actually her 6th goal of the season and the 18th of her career. You're right, I didn't add the 1. So a brace for Barganski.
Her and Alex Doran kind of having a battle back and forth.
For the
who's
golden
scoring
boot.
the most, yeah.
Doran is now behind because that's a brace.
Yep.
So 6-5.
It's shades of the Adam Knutson and Hunter Kane battle last year,
Last
where
year
it
on
felt
the men's
like,
side.
you know, Doran scored a brace last time out to take the lead from Barganski.
That's right. So now she's traded. And now, as we have seen, this city just has a vendetta against people getting hat tricks. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
Dylan Harrison will be going to the bench and taking her off. It's not just Trinity. It's San Antonio FC. It's all the universities in town. They just sub you when you're on a brace.
San Antonio
you're
hates
gone.
hat tricks.
San Antonio hates hat tricks. It's the official stance. It's on the sign when you enter San Antonio. Welcome to San Antonio. We hate hat tricks. I think there's only been a handful in pro soccer history in San Antonio, and most of those were road games. So, and now this game's really threatening to get out of hand for Concordia. This could start really slipping away.
Yeah, I said it after the first goal, and you mentioned it as well. The physicality ramped up, and it was because they were going for it a little bit more. I think they were content at first to try and play for the 0-0 tie, and you honestly can't blame a team for coming in with that sort of mentality against the Trinity, knowing, too, that you could always catch one on the counter. But once you go down, you try and open it up, and once Concordia opened things up, it looked like another one was coming for the Tigers. Lots of opportunities to come forward, lots of speed, way more space than they've been having most of the game. And you have to wonder if that's just going to get even more aggressive now as they're in a 2-goal hole.
Hannah Khan gets another assist for the season on that goal too. So 3rd assist of the season, 14th of her career. Played forward. Tigers trying to gather it in.
Oh, man, what a read from Bree Werner
And
there
now
to win
Hannah
it back.
Khan, she doesn't have a ton of support. Those runners are going to have to really get on their bikes. But they do. In fact, they got on their bikes so much
Too
they
much.
can't play it behind them. So
Well, give me the chance to say what I mean there in terms of Bree Werner, a good read. That clearance going straight to a Concordia defender, and she knew it. She knew she wasn't getting there first. She didn't try to. She waited for that first touch and then bounced on that, and it was really smart from the attacking midfielder.
So often what's going to make the difference in these games is the second ball.
Oh, yeah.
Shot comes, keeper always had a measure
My
on
high
it.
school coach, British man named Kevin Ray, always got made fun of, and it was this classic thing, second ball. And that's exactly why. It's maybe the most important moment in the game. Who can win those second balls out of the air?
British coach Andy Tunquith, coaching Concordia. 53, 81, and 24 all-time. 34, 52, and 18 at Concordia. He's the longest tenured head coach in Concordia history in his 8th season now. No, 7th season. I'm adding one that I don't need to because I already made those notes accurately. But he has a goalkeeper coach diploma, so it's his background. Like the best of us, he's a goalkeeper. Cleared away, stays in. Now it goes out. It'll be a throw for the Tigers. Caleb Oven to take it. forward. Tigers will gather. Throw in for Trinity.
It was risky there from Kylie Harris. She kind of threw it into Kayla Bovin to take the throw. Those are some, every once in a while you'll get a referee
will
either
say,
call
nope,
it,
that was the throw in.
yeah, call it either an illegal throw or a handball.
This referee was pretty generous earlier in the season with something, if you remember. There's a free kick that was passed back that would have allowed the team to go on, and the opposing team, the team that had the free kick, said, no, as we have a shot. Oh!
Clara Richards.
Did take a touch, so
Wow.
good effort for Clara Richards.
No angle there either.
This is a phenomenally tight angle.
Oh, my goodness.
Just got her fingertips on it. I think she needed to as well.
Yeah, and based on how close that ended up to the post.
Roberts, I should say.
Wow.
Cesar swung in far post. Free header for Trinity. That may have been her own player that got in the way. Played forward quickly. Headed away. Might have let that run, because I think everybody on Trinity was offside, but that's a hard decision to make.
Barganski!
Right of the keeper.
I thought that was it.
That could have been a rare hat trick in the city of San Antonio.
And looking
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, the beef this city has with hat tricks, but beef.
She could be coming out right now as well, Barganski.
Look at it, who's getting ready to come on.
Yeah, Bracken's coming in.
Harrison's like, that's too close. We got to go. I'm trying to think about the last hat trick I saw in San Antonio.
Could be Hannah Kahn. That's the sub they made earlier. And it's Maddie. It's Madison Barganski.
Madison Barganski comes off, so
she could get back
She could get back on. It's interchange in college in the second half. So, but I don't know. This city's long-standing hatred of hat tricks could go against Madison Barganski coming on.
Subbed out all three of the players that were involved in that second goal there. Cesar is the one with the first little flick, Khan with the assist, and then...
Yeah, they didn't give Khan and didn't give... Oh, it's a decent effort. I think
that's a corner.
Looked closer here. Nope, referee says goal kick. Yeah, they didn't give an assist to... Oh, no, they did in the end. It wasn't showing on my stats originally, but they did give Malia Cesar an assist for that.
Secondary assist.
So... It does mean that Trinity have increased their assists per game average is above 3.3 now.
I don't know what you think about this, but I've always thought secondary assist is something that they could add to the higher level game or the professional game across the world. I don't know if I would use it in every situation, but there are some times where you send a great through ball to somebody and then they cross it in, right? You played a great ball there. You got to get some sort of credit.
Yeah, I think but what I will say is I think it was probably needed more in the past than it is now.
Yeah.
Now that there's so much analytics.
Yeah, that's true.
Like we track through balls, we track actually now in the professional game, we track things like chances created.
Yes,
right?
and that
stat would count for that person. Yep. So I think, I think you're right. But I think we have different stats now that track that at that level.
Thought about that.
Whereas in college soccer, we don't have those stats because we're just, we just don't have the systems to record them, and so it's just not,
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, goes down.
I think that was a pretty clear one.
That was pretty easy. Oh, a little bit of...
And Bracken's kicking the ball away. Robert's not having any of that.
And the other person that wasn't having any of that was Dylan Harris. He wasn't happy at all that happened. You don't want to give away a yellow card needlessly. Not that anyone's in yellow card trouble or anything. It's 4 yellow cards you serve a suspension.
I don't think that's one I would personally give a yellow for. It's not too much.
It's not crazy far away.
Like it wasn't. I don't know. People push and shove after and maybe I'm thinking too much about the men's game because I think there's a lot more of that in men's soccer.
Yeah, but I think you got to referee the game the same way.
You do.
It doesn't matter whether it's men or women. There's one obvious change for women, but beyond that, you don't have to. I don't think you should referee the game any differently. If you're wondering, the obvious change is a handball because women have something to protect that men do not have to protect. So
Do we have
that's
certain
true.
handball protection?
That's true.
I don't
It's
think
in-
we do.
There's I always got asked as a referee when I was doing women's game if it was okay if they could cross their arms across
Yeah.
their chest every time. I say yeah, like as long as it's against your chest, it's fine. If it's way out
Yeah.
in front of you, no. But you know,
Well, to an extent, I think that's kind of the rule in general now. Like, if you're covering your face,
if you're
with
covering your
hand,
face or a
like-
part of your body that's sensitive, shall we say,
Yeah.
you might get away with it as long as it's in your body. Now.
Yep. Well, I mean, when you look at people in the walls, they're always covering certain areas, trying to make sure that they're all protected. So,
So you know. Also, bobby pins. I was always asked about bobby pins when I refereed women's games. I guess some referees hate bobby pins. Didn't come up
Bracken's-
much in men's games.
Bracken's playing very physical, and the Concordia players do not like that so far. We'll see if that becomes a point of contention here in the final minutes. I think frustration can really take account.
Yeah,
late in a
now,
game like
you know, the
this.
game is getting away a little bit. And so, you know, it's hard to see where Concordia are going to get a goal, let alone 2 goals. Although last time I said that, so Trinity fans aren't going to like me saying that, because last time I said that, what was it, 2 passes later as a goal?
We'll see what happens from
We'll see
this
what
set
happens on
piece.
this one. But, you know, it's just hard to see where they're getting it, because they've still only had 1 shot all game, and it wasn't a great
That's
option.
where you want it to land.
Trinity, though, protected that. They know that's where they want it to land, so they deal with it well. Cleared away.
It's a great
the
ball.
line.
Oh, well done from Bracken. That's got to be a card, yeah.
Trying to stop the clock. So that'll be a yellow card. So dangerous is the call from Harrison.
I don't know if dangerous is the word that I would use. It's just clearly obstructing a promising attack. Bracken's in one-on-one there.
We've got the Rugby World Cup on right now. New Zealand taken out by Canada in the semi-final of the World Cup. It's impressive. The women from Canada have been crowdfunding their entire campaign. That was
Maybe she
a
watching too
rugby
much
tackle
rugby,
there.
yeah.
She was watching too much of the Rugby World Cup. Ball goes far post. Big opportunity for Trinity. It's bounced to
bounces
the bar.
all the way
You
through.
can't let it bounce.
Newland again.
And that demonstrates why. And it's Ilsa Newland, her second collegiate goal. She'll be dancing in September about that one. Makes it 3 for the Tigers.
It is very quickly.
Shows off her new ink
Yep.
as well. To the camera that we didn't cut to. So. That's a beautiful goal. She's delighted.
She's just in the right place at the right time there. I mean, players are arriving, and she times her run really, really well. I mean, everybody wants to arrive right as the ball crosses into their path, and that means Newland, her run has to be a little bit more delayed than the players making that near post run, and she does it perfectly, right at the right time, and I think it has very quickly gone from a night that maybe Trinity weren't so happy with to a night that they might want to remember.
Yeah, this can happen. Yeah, they might remember the 21st night of September. Kayla Boven with the assists in the end there.
It's just opened up so much.
Yeah, look, that's going to happen, right? Like, there's no goal difference in college soccer, really. Certainly not in pre-conference games. So, Dylan Harrison says it's been 9 times. Like Ferris Bueller was absent 9 times. I'm showing my age.
9.
That movie came out the year I was born. So.
It's a great movie. I know that one. I had a Save Ferris poster in my room. My brother has it now.
Oh,
And
the
another.
keeper game didn't get there.
Wow.
That was too easy for the Tigers.
This game has turned on its heels really
Kylie
quickly.
Harris. This, yeah, like you said, this game completely different from what we were looking at.
Another center back.
That's her second goal of her career, first of the season.
That is a
You got to come.
Great
You've
header.
got to get that if you're the keeper. You got to get in front of the player.
Yeah.
Like it's just it's not a great run from
I
the
think
keeper.
the marking is not the way
Yeah.
it needs to be either
It's
there.
just-
Kylie Harris is able to get up and over. It's a great header. I mean, really towering header. She gets up so well for that.
Just everything went wrong on that
The
goal
Tigers are
for-
flying right now.
for Concordia. Ellie Creek had the assist on the early goal, her second of the season, 5th of her career. Kylie Harris scores her second goal, first of the season.
I think it was Clara Richards. Was she the one who took the
That's what I'm
set
gonna.
piece?
I think it was, but I'm gonna get confirmation in a second when the stats update in
It was
front
a
of
great set piece. Great ball
It
in.
was a beautiful ball. It was just perfect. Ellie Creek with the ball in.
Harris Hickey.
So 2 assists to Ellie Creek, one after the other. In fact, the distance between them
Kylie Harris just looked over at the bench. She was flexing.
is a
Huge
minute,
smile on her
a
face.
minute and 7 seconds.
And she's come off now, Creek.
I'm trying to see. The
That was a moving ball.
well defended there by Concordia. The fastest consecutive goals to the same player was 9 seconds, Jody Johnson, for St. Scholastica, back in 1999. I don't have the fastest assists, but presumably it's quicker than 34 seconds, so that's what I'm trying to find, but I'm not having any luck in the NCAA record book. This ball played long. But if somebody scored 2 goals in 9 seconds, I think the assist record is probably quicker than those two. Might be the quickest pair of assists in Trinity's history, though.
Could be.
This ball goes out wide.
It's good composure there to slow it down.
DeGrand cleared away partially by Concordia, not far enough. Bonnet gets on it, sends it back in. It's going to go out for a throw, I suspect. Yes. It's a Concordia throw.
So this is a moment now where I say, if Dylan Harrison had any heart, he would sub Madison Bargansky back in.
That's a direct quote. I'm gonna
Don't tell him I said
don't tell
that.
Dylan Harrison, who can definitely watch the replay,
Yeah.
that you said. That you said that if he has any heart. Look, that's what Scott said. That's not what I'm saying. Gathered well. I think he's continuing the proud San Antonio tradition of hating hat tricks. 11 minutes to go here. 4-0 now the score for Trinity. This game just kind of got away from Concordia. I don't think it should take away. A lot of what Concordia did was really good. I think they're
That
going to
first
be
half was very
a
solid.
solid threat in a SCAC that Trinity is no longer in.
Yeah.
I think I think it should take a lot from those moments where they did defend against Trinity really, really well. So
I mean, as a women's SCAC as well, that you don't have to worry about Colorado College either.
there's no Colorado College. There's also no Southwestern now because
Yeah.
they have also moved to SAA.
It's wide open.
So I think the two biggest teams have dropped out. Texas Lutheran last year did really well. We're going to see them on Tuesday right here. So I think that'll give us a good indication of where maybe Concordia are at for the
Yeah.
SCAC. I think if you're trying to have a look at where the SCAC women's soccer is at, I
These
think you would
two
do a good
games,
job of
yeah.
watching Trinity's games, the games against Trinity, because Trinity have played a lot of SCAC opponents.
Yeah.
Because they're the opponents that are close, let's be honest. Like, geographically, you just have to find people that are going to play a game with you in this pre-conference play, and they're mostly going to be SCAC opponents. So, SCAC and ASC is really who they're going to play, right? So,
Well, and it's cool then to think about that Trinity, despite leaving the SCAC, are going to,
Still
on
playing,
both sides,
yeah,
and in many sports, are going to continue to
keep playing
play
these opponents.
SCAC opponents. And some of those rivalries will stay alive, which is always cool.
We saw a
cool to
great
see.
rivalry with the St. Thomas men that
Yep.
never happened. But,
Didn't happen,
you know,
but it happened.
we were here before we all got swept away by the flood.
We were here. The rain was here. The lightning was here. Coach McGinley was here for a while.
There was a red card. There was a
Yeah, and then we were here for like 3 hours
here for
after the game.
2 hours waiting for the lightning to maybe go away. Yeah. So we do have a game on Tuesday. That's next up for the Tigers. They will be playing TLU. Blocked. Goes out for a throw for the Tigers. They will play TLU. It's a replay of last year's SCAC championship game.
What a great game that was.
It's a phenomenal game. And so I'm sure TLU are going to be wanting to make a statement that they're now the favourites to win the SCAC. Concordia, I think, have definitely made a solid statement today, though, that they're going to be no pushovers. Yeah, look, it's 4-0, but when they were on, they were defending so well. They're going to be hard to break down. And we saw that today. And just got away from them. They've got their SCAC opener on Friday at 5 p.m. They'll be going to play Le Tourneau, the new SCAC team.
Good strength there from Nina Polak. She's showed some promising signs here over the last few minutes since she's come on for Malia Cesar.
I don't think we're going to see any of the starters coming back. I don't think you're going to get your wish and see Bugansky go for her hat trick. Maybe if there's a penalty and there's a yellow card, he'll do a 1-for-1 switch. Kick opportunity here. Keeper comes. Does well that time. He just put past that little wobbly period where she wasn't doing so well. If you're going to come, you got to get something on it, and she does. But yeah, there was definitely a risk there. Could have taken the player out. Could have had a penalty, and then maybe you sub on Madison Bugansky.
Handball.
7.5 minutes to go. 4-0 here at Paul McGinley Field. Our next game will be that Tuesday game. Next game in any sport, actually, is the Tuesday game.
Tuesday the 23rd.
Cleared away by the Tigers. Header on, it'll be a throw. We should see subs from both teams. Yeah. And we will see some players can add some career appearances to their stats. A lot of subs. I'm not going to go through them all. There's too many coming on.
No,
6 players come on all up.
I'll take this chance, though, to say 23rd is the next game. Tonight, 21st night of September, into tomorrow, the 22nd. So happy birthday to my mom. I had to try and get it in there at some point.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Lebo.
Happy birthday to Mrs. Lebo. Miss you all at home, of course, in Colorado. So
it was my niece's first birthday on the 18th. She can't really understand soccer broadcasts yet, but you know.
My sister's birthday was on the 17th, but I guarantee she's not watching this.
Probably not.
Odds are only my dad is watching.
That's going to be a throw-in for the Tigers. Concordia. I want to get something out of this. This is a big opportunity. It's a beautiful ball over the top. Keeper's in 2 minds.
It's about the pace now. She had to slow down
just
too
got
much.
caught up. Yeah, she didn't have any support, but she probably didn't need it. I would like to see her just attack that a little more than she did. I'm not surprised Trinity haven't made a goalkeeping change here.
I think part of that moment there, too, is Trinity have essentially subbed out their entire 11 in this second half. So they're all relatively fresh.
10.
Very easy for them to recover back pretty quickly there and have the numbers.
Yeah, there's basically no starters on except for Lauren Little, who looks like she's going to end up with a full 90. I'm a little surprised. Usually in games
Doesn't
like
happen
this,
very often.
Trinity
in
would make a sub.
They score a decent number.
You know, but they didn't really get like control like this. This scoreline didn't happen until it was fairly late. And so I guess, like, yeah, what's a goalkeeper going to get out of 5 minutes of game time? It's played back well, cleared away. Oh, it stayed in. I thought that was gone. I thought that was on St. Mary's.
I think it got slammed into a fence or something.
Yeah, must have. Or one of our ball retrieval team. That's beautiful work. Play forward. Oh, the keeper spills it. Cover recovers well. Noelia Berbers, though. Great work there. Get control and swing it in. Just caught out Kia Roberts a little bit.
Yeah, good tenacity from her as well. The ball looked like it had gotten away from her. Wins it back.
That's a rapid ball in.
Now, I'm wondering, you mentioned earlier Newland when she celebrated, pointing to her new ink. I'm looking around. They've all seemingly got a little bit of new ink. I don't know if it's
Did the
ink
team get a tattoo? You think it's temporary or it's notes? Hers looked more like a tattoo than notes to me.
We'll see. I mean, if she still got it on Tuesday.
Well, yeah, but she could just be writing the same notes every game.
It's true.
It looked more like a tattoo.
I'm wondering if it's like henna, which is a little bit longer lasting.
Maybe.
We'll see as the season progresses, I guess.
I mean, I do know a lot of players do write notes.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I am seeing a few players with
Some artwork.
some artwork in the exact same spot. And so maybe it's not a permanent tattoo.
I mean, like, hey, if the team all got like matching tattoos, that's really cool.
It's an expensive commitment, though. Tattoos ain't cheap.
It is, and those are some big tattoos. Yeah.
Sizable thigh pieces.
I'll also be a little surprised. You have to take a decent amount of time off of athletics and sweating if you get a tattoo. So I don't think it's realistic to think that they got tattoos of that size. But hey, what do I know? I only have 4.
Maybe it's newly healed and she's
Could
showing
be.
off a new,
Could
like,
be.
you know, she's finally able to. I don't know. But she didn't have it last time she scored.
That's
so
true.
Whatever it is, it's new. Henna's ink, it still counts. Well dealt with. Tigers just working around. These players still want to score because these players are fighting for, yeah, maybe you're not going to start this year, but maybe you're going to get a chance to start next year. And so you've got to start putting yourself in mind of the coaching staff early.
Yep. You also want to put you see a couple of freshmen this year, or freshmen from last year, who would come in these sort of situations and are now, coming off the bench and being really important players. And I think it's because of how much work they put in moments like this. And they showed that, yeah, maybe not yet, but once players leave, once spots open up.
Yeah, look, I mean, there were 4 seniors in the starting lineup today. That's 4 spots that'll be open next year.
In the starting 11 alone.
Starting 11.
And we're going to the bench and
then we see like Ellie Creek is a sophomore who starts. Alex Doran's a sophomore who starts. Kylie Harris is a sophomore who starts. So you've got players there that are in their second season that are starting.
Yeah, I think like Maggie Hartnett gets a decent amount of time as
a lot of
well.
minutes. Yeah,
Anna Newland gets a decent amount of time. Both of them are sophomores.
Yeah, Maggie Hartnett, 25 minutes today. And Newland, not as much. Today, but
Good touch.
Trowell needs some help though. 3 players around her, lays it off well to O'Donnell. Played wide right, the Tigers. Can they keep it in? No. Runs up into the grandstand. So we hit the last minute. So Concordia, they do start their SCAC play. 2 away games, Letourneau and Austin College. Not a big trip for Austin College from Concordia. Both in Austin, funnily enough. So now Tigers looking
Good
for
ball.
maybe one more. Block has fallen favourably, but the touch just not close enough for the Tigers to add a 5th.
I think that was Finley Hoover had a chance at it after Berber went up for it to start off with. Yeah, touch just gets away from her a little bit.
It would be her first collegiate goal. Hasn't scored one yet. But it'll be a goal kick. This should be it. I can't imagine they're going to be in a great hurry to take it with 19 seconds on the clock. No, it turns out they are.
You got 10 seconds.
10 seconds. 9, 8,
It's time.
7,
That'll do it.
That'll do it. That'll be it.
5, 4,
So that's
3,
it.
2,
Full time here. Trinity 4, Concordia 0. Dominant display from the Tigers in the end. It was a frustrating first half. Took some time to get going, but once they got going, boy, did they get going. You can see in the stats the gap there. A brace for Madison Gorgansky. We'll get a look at these goals. All in the second half.
Ellie Creek.
This is a great finish.
Gorgansky's brace. I still question the keeper's positioning on it. She questions the positioning too, her reaction. Indirect free kick in the box. You all know I'm a big fan of an indirect free kick in the box anyway. That was stunning. It was beautiful. It's exactly how an indirect free kick in the box is supposed to go. Then this one, another beautiful free kick, fell favourably for Ilse Newland. Puts it away. Concordia frustrated there. And then another one. Keeper came, got it wrong, headed in. Makes
Set
it 4
pieces.
for the Tigers.
3 set-piece goals for the Tigers tonight.
3 set-piece goals, and one of them an indirect free kick in the box.
Yeah.
Which, like, okay, it's a set-piece, but you can't train. Like, surely they're not spending time in training on indirect free kick in the box situations because they just so rarely happen. But stunning stuff. Dominant performance from Trinity on a memorable 21st night of September. Big win for the Tigers. But that is it from us. We'll be back here on Tuesday. They're going to play TLU. I've been Chris Hockman. With me has been Scott Lieber. From all of us here at Tiger Network, thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Every morning, we rise, ready to meet our human potential, to take that next incremental step, to do the hard work that changes. Set in our preparedness and confidence in that moment when you know, I've got this. And then we rise. Each of us, all of us. We rise as passions coalesce in research, art, athletics, and beyond. We rise to the challenge of inquiry and discovery through undergraduate research and hands-on learning. We rise through the personal attention of a small college, fueled by large university resources. We rise to the need for listening across differences, teaching the art and the act of conversation. We rise to the sounds of a vibrant, diverse, and culturally rich city, and we reflect it. At Trinity University, we recognize that you are here because you are ready to rise. And through a love of learning and a life of learning, we will challenge you to always reach beyond the horizon. Because your future awaits.